Hey guys, I got my hands on a VB to VS oil catch can from Lowe Fabrications. Everything's laid out on the table here, so let's have a look at what it takes to get it installed. Okay, so this is everything to get it installed. Let's start off with the catch can first. So, unboxing this thing, first impressions are it's very nice and very well made, that's for sure. All the welding's, really, really good. All the fit out's really nice. Got 3 lugs at the bottom to mount it to. Dash 12s on top, which aren't quite large, but I guess they're designed to suit anyone's application. And I really like this the flush look air filter at the top. And the powder coating on it's really, really good. So, I'm really stoked with this, especially for the price point. It's not cheap, but what you get is a really nice product, that's made in Australia. So that's, really something to support local people. You get a couple of K&N things, a thank you letter from Chubby's Garage, and a Chopper Chop, which is always nice. Moving along, some braided hose, 4 dash 8 elbows, and some dash 12 to dash 8 adapters. All right, let's get it in there and see what she looks like. I've just set it in there and yeah, it's looking really good. I've thrown a bit of masking tape around the outside of it because that's pretty much where I'm going to final position it. And I'll just show you, it's a bit of a compromise too. Like I was hoping that, one of those multiple holes from the factory air filter would line up with, at least one of these 3 bungs, but they don't. So I'm going to have to drill 3 new holes and that's okay. It gets a little bit interesting up here because of this cutaway. That is where the new hole's going to go. It's close, but it still lands on the top part, which is fine. And the other one is, fine, and the other one's can go wherever it wants. So, yeah, and I got those positionings because I have this. I pretty much got the hole positions off the back of the catch can and then transferred them to this template, and then just locked them into row mast out, and that's the easy way to transfer the holes to the bay. I should say as well, I didn't make this cardboard template just for this. I made this about 2 months ago because I was entertaining the idea of making my own catch can. And every time I, ummed and ahed of what design I was going to do in this space, I ended up just coming back to, what Lowe was doing. It's the simplest and I think it looks the best, to be honest. You can do fancy ones, with the, a nice radius and, kind of follows this radiator support, but it gets complicated and expensive to make. So, yeah, I was going to do it, and then I realized, by the time I priced it all up to, draw it, have a laser cut, tigged up, buy the welded dash 12 bungs, buy the filter, get this top, get something like that made. And get the weld-in bungs, underneath. I was only about 100 and 150 bucks off from just buying one that's already done. Oh, plus the powder coating as well as, money in itself. So, for the extra 150 bucks, it was a no-brainer really. And, happy to support those guys because they do a really good job. All right, I'm going to get this thing. Oh my God, that was a massive possum, or multiple. It's early in the morning over here, so I have the symphony of possums on my workshop roof. All right, I'm gonna get this thing drilled and fitted. Okay, it's all bolted up. Yeah, from underneath, that's what it looks like. This one here, I had to use a smaller washer because it was sort of fouling in that radius of that little fold. That's the other 2. I probably should have removed the vacuum canister first because I did nick it on the way down when doing that front hole, but she's still sweet, so all good. All right, up top. So, put my light up here. Yeah, looking good. I've just sat in these fittings and yeah, I'll just show you something. Like, it does sit quite high. They're like little chimney stacks. And, I guess that was always going to happen. I just didn't estimate how much of a visual element it would be. I guess I was hoping, just a little bit closer to the actual you know, box, like lower. But is what it is, you know. That's pretty much the quickest way to do, you know, run the reducer there and then run the dash 8 on top as an elbow. I don't really see any other way you could do it. You know, possibly run a dash 12 elbow in there and then run a dash 8 adapter off that. But I reckon you'd be talking 1/2 inch difference max. So here's what it is. I mean, at the moment, what have we got? It's sitting up. It's about 70 high. You know, what can you do? It's, you know, it's almost bang on par with the rocky cover outlet anyway, so it'll look good. I should also say I'm using dash 8 ProFlow rock covers, the fin style for VN to VS, and they already come with that. You know, I don't know if they came with that little fitting in there, but yeah, either way, that's what I'm running. It's the other side, and I've already started running my braided line, which I think is going to do something like this, nice and tidy. So yeah, I'll get that cut up now and fitted, and yeah, see what it looks like. All the lines flow nicely up to the rocker covers, and it's looking really good, to be honest. I'm pretty stoked I went down the path of this particular catch can. And you know, I was a bit like, I don't know about the fittings sitting up that high, but they're not that high at the end of the day. And I don't think you'll notice it as much when it's sitting on the ground. It's just that it's, you know, it's because the car's jacked up and in my right in my face. I kind of notice it more, I guess, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah. Something else to be mindful of too is, you know, in Victoria especially, you're not supposed to have vent to atmosphere catch cans fitted in the car. And you know, the way I look at it is, this car's never going to pass emissions with the type of camshaft it has in it, and it most likely won't pass the noise pollution test either. So if I'm getting pulled over for that, I'm probably more likely getting pulled over for something else I've modified on this thing. So, you know, what can you do? And the other thing too is, you know, it looks awesome and like it's well built, and it's definitely on the higher end of the price point for a catch can, that's for sure. But it doesn't just end with when you buy this. You got to buy 6 fittings essentially, and the braided line. So, which is an extra $250, I think, what it cost me there. So it's definitely not a cheap way to get a catch can into your car, but especially for these Commodores, they look awesome and it'll definitely perform well as well. So, you know, it's one of those things. I've saved heaps of money in various aspects of this car, so it's good to spend it. You know, treat yourself, you might say, wherever possible. Speaking of all that, spending more money, next project is now I've got to tidy up a few more things in the bay, but then trying to get some suspension back under this car so I can drive it out of my workshop. So yeah, that's the next mission, and which I look forward to posting some more videos of.